Product universe here. President Trump announces an update on Middle East relations and Iran peace negotiation. This is important news.
Uh, you know, uh, we were losing the Middle East because the past administration didn't handle the relationship properly, didn't show the kind of respect that they deserve. And me, I have a lot of respect and I have a lot of liking. I like the Crown Prince a lot. I've known him a long time in Saudi Arabia, and the Emir is fantastic. And we're going to another country in a little while, UAE, a fantastic man, fantastic leader. And they have great leadership talents in this part of the world, and that's why they're doing so well. And you probably read today the story about Iran has sort of agreed to the terms. They're not going to make, I call it in a friendly way, nuclear dust. We're not going to be making any nuclear dust in Iran. And we've been strong. I want them to succeed. I want them to end up being a great country, frankly, but they can't have a nuclear weapon. That's the only thing. It's very simple. It's not like I have to give you 30 pages worth of details. There's only one sentence: they can't have a nuclear weapon. And I think we're getting close to maybe doing a deal without having to do this. There's two steps. There's a very, very nice step, and there's a violent step. The violence like people haven't seen before. And I hope we're not going to have to do this. I don't want to do the second step. Some people do. Many people do. I don't want to do that step. So we'll see what happens. But we're in very serious negotiations with Iran for long-term peace. And if we do that, it'll be fantastic. And for this country in particular, because you're right next door, you're a stone's throw away, not even, right? You're a foot away. You can walk right into Iran. Other countries are much further away, so probably it's not quite the same level of danger. But we are going to protect this country. It's a very special place with a special royal family, and the head of the royal family is two heads of the royal family, really, if you think. Great people, and they're going to be protected by the United States of America. And I think we're not going to have to do it because I believe very strongly in peace through strength. Now, we just gave out in the budget a $1 trillion budget, which is the biggest we've ever done. $1 trillion, never came close to a number like that. We'd be at 800. Would be at 800 billion. Would be at maybe 900, 910. We never got anywhere close to $1 trillion, but we're doing it. Hopefully, we will not have to use these weapons. We make the greatest weapons in the world. We make the greatest fighter jets. We make the greatest, I guess Larry would know better than anybody, but we make the greatest planes in the world, the greatest missiles and defense systems. The Patriot system is the best acknowledged to be. I mean, this isn't from me. And we have a lot of it now. It's under order. And we're coming up with new systems, and we're coming up with a new system of drones, because drones are really, if you look at the war that's going on, it's horrible, but we are watching it very closely, and drones really seem to be taking over that war. And so I hope you're going to come up with some nice, inexpensive engine for a drone so that we don't have to spend so much. I asked one of the companies, I said, I want a lot of drones. And, you know, in the case of Iran, they make a good drone. And they make them for $35,000, $40,000. So I said to this company, I want to see it. They came in 2 weeks later with a drone that cost $41 million. I said, that's not what I'm talking about, $41 million. I'm talking about something for $35,000, $40,000 where you send thousands of them up. And that's a great way. And they're very good, too, and fast and deadly. Horrible, actually.
That was important world news shared from President Trump at a business roundtable in Qatar from his recent Middle East trip. A trip where President Trump secured investments for American companies and corporations in America. A trip where he made big deals that created trillions of dollars of investment in America. A trip where President Trump met the leaders of Middle East countries such as Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Turkey, and Syria, to create new relations with these countries through diplomacy and to meet old friends, to make peace in the Middle East. President Trump is making peace in the Middle East through economic success and prosperity. He is trying to get these countries on board with the idea that they don't have to fight each other when they can be working with each other to make millions, billions, and trillions of dollars. Why fight when you can be getting rich with each other. Pointless fighting is not the answer. There is too much money to be made working together, so they should work together to make the money and all get rich together. And that is essentially his pitch, and it is working brilliantly, as President Trump has made relations with all these countries which were disrespected by the Biden administration. As Trump said, these countries were not given the respect that they should be given for what they are trying to accomplish, as they are trying to accomplish peace and prosperity in the Middle East, something that is beneficial to the United States of America. As if there is peace in the Middle East, it is better for everybody. President Trump, by establishing relations and making deals with these countries, is great to see. It is great to see him try to make peace with Syria and to give them at least a chance to get on board and to become a functional and successful country through success and prosperity instead of a country at war with itself. So it was notable for President Trump to give Syria a chance. And it is notable to see all these investments and furthering of relations with these countries. As well, President Trump's update on Iran was something to see, as it is clear President Trump is trying to make a deal with Iran, a simple deal which can be summed up in a few words. A deal that states that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. A deal that is so important for peace in the Middle East, as there are two steps for Iran, as President Trump said. Step one being that they make the deal and everything is fine and dandy. Fine and dandy with no need for step two. But if they don't make step one, then there will be step two. And President Trump does not want to make step two. The step two, as he said, involves great violence and nuclear implications. President Trump does not want to take step two in the face of many in our country who do want to take step two. But President Trump is firmly against step two and is giving Iran every chance to take step one and to make peace. It is great to see President Trump out there on the world stage negotiating peace in the Middle East, a true leader who's making the world safer with his diplomacy. This is important news on the Middle East and Iran that needs to be shared, but that's just my 2 cents, and you are entitled to your 2 cents. If you want, share your opinion in the comments below, as all viewpoints are welcome. If you enjoy this informational and educational video, then give the video a like and turn on my channel notifications so that you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. Thanks for watching. God bless you and God bless America. Click on the videos on the screen to continue watching my content.